Box number 92 of the Series 2 Jefferson Nickels album. Can we find that 50D? Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. We have a one box nickel hunt today, just one box because I couldn't find another circulated nickel box in my pickup so far this week. So I figured let's go ahead and just do a one box hunt and pray we can find that 50D. Now this is going to be box number 92 and it's episode number 113. If you'd like to start the entire playlist from the beginning, I have that playlist linked both down below in the video description as well as pinned up here for your convenience. Now that being said, many of you know that you've been following the series. We've already completed the first Jefferson Nickels album, took 167 boxes. We're hoping to best that with the Series 2 book. All we need is the 50D. And like I said, we're on box number 92. So we've got some time, but I'm always hoping and praying we get the good box. Now, I'll give you guys a look at the books at the end when we compare the finds from the hunt to see if we have any upgrades or additions, but we're going to get right to the hunt. It's a circulated box. I can tell because I can see through the holes in the bottom that we had circulated nickels. Obviously, I'd love to find some Silver War nickels identified by the mint mark above the Monticello on the reverse. That's from 1942 to 1945. I'll take any of the Buffalo nickels we can find, a V nickel if I could be so fortunate, and of course, any better dates. Let's go ahead and crack the top of this box and see if we have a lucky ender, although I didn't see anything fancy from the holes in the bottom at first glance. All right. Definitely have an oldie one there, but no mint mark above it. An older one there, and a few older Jeffersons showing their faces. So that's a good sign. We definitely have some newer nickels as well, but that's to be expected. All right. I will be showing all of the 59s and earlier Jefferson Nickels because it's a one box hunt. So I should see you pretty often, but hopefully I'll see you with something pretty nice as well. Our first find comes in roll number 2. It's just going to be a 1957 Jefferson Nickel minted in Denver. Roll number 4, another 1957 from Denver as well. Roll number 5. A 1954 Jefferson Nickel from Denver. Roll number 6 is going to give us our oldest nickel of the hunt so far. A 1946 San Francisco. We'll take that one. Roll number 7. Another 1946 Jefferson Nickel. This time Philadelphia. I want to see what that gunk is. And we have a slight lamination error right there. That's what I thought it was. You can see the lamination is peeling away, and I recently had a PCGS submission with one of those, but we'll double check it for the Henning notch. I don't see it, and since I have you here, we'll weigh it up, and it weighs true, a little bit under, of course, because it's circulated, but a 1946 Philadelphia Jefferson Nickel with a slight lamination issue. We'll take it. Well, roll number 8 is going to give me a find I haven't seen in a long time. I grabbed the roll, and I didn't notice it from the other side. I just started to peel it, and as I peeled it, I noticed the ender, and it's a Buffalo nickel ender. I don't know how I missed it through the holes in the bottom, but I did. I must have thought it was part of Jefferson's hair or something, but either way, I will take that. Let's go ahead and see what year that Buffalo nickel is, if it has a date, and that's a good sign early on. Laid out the roll to see if I saw anything else. I didn't see anything at quick glance, but definitely a Buffalo nickel ender in the box, and it has pretty good detail. Look at that, a full horn. That's probably a high VF, low XF at least. And that's why it's a 1937. A little bit more newer of a nickel, just a year off the last year they minted Buffalo nickels. But I'll take that. Full horn, good detail, 1937 Philadelphia. Wow. Nice Buffalo. 8 rolls in. Roll number 9. Another nickel from 1954. Minted in Denver again. Roll number 10. Our oldest Jefferson nickel of the hunt. 1941. Philadelphia. Roll number 11 is probably going to give us some silver. I noticed it by the edge. When I flattened out the roll, I definitely can almost confirm it because it definitely has that silver nickel look. And it is. And it's a San Francisco. San Francisco minted 1943. Don't know if we need that for the side finds Jefferson book, but I'll definitely take silver in the box through 11 rolls and a Buffalo. We're 2/3 of the way through the trifecta in this box with 39 rolls plus this to go. Same roll, flipped about the fourth nickel after the silver nickel around, and it's a pretty nice 1959 Denver. Still the same roll. Now we have a 57 Philadelphia. Slightly lower mintage on the 57P. We'll take that one. Roll number 13 is going to give us a 1951 Jefferson nickel. 1 year off the one we need. And it's a 51D to boot. We'll take it. Roll number 15. Another 1946 Jefferson nickel from Philadelphia. Man, that one's pretty beat up. Let's take a look at that 46. It is, and let's check for the Henning notch in the R. No, it's not. Sometimes on the heavily circulated or not well struck 46s, they could be a Henning nickel, but that one looks like it is not. Another 46 for the board. Roll number 16. Our first nickel from 1958, and that's going to be a Denver. And since I have you here, this one looks like it could be old, and it is 1953 Philadelphia. And then I think I see one more oldie possibly, and it is 1958 Denver again. Roll number 17 is going to have two more finds. We've got a chewed up 1959 Denver. And then I spied it towards the back. Another 1951 nickel. This time from Philadelphia. Same roll. Another 1958 Denver for the board. Roll 18 and the finds are stacking up, albeit a lot of them in the 50s. We'll still take them though. 1959 Denver. Roll number 19. Yet another 1957 Jefferson nickel from Denver. And while I have you here in that same roll, or this same roll, pretty nice 1964 Denver as well, but not full steps. Roll number 20 is going to give us our first find from 1956, and it's a pretty nice 1956 to boot. 1956 Denver. Yeah, that's a pretty nice nickel. There's a chance it might be an upgrader. Same roll. 1957 is a hot year. 57 Denver again. Roll number 21. Another 1959 nickel from Denver. Roll number 22. Another nickel from 1954. And that's a 54S, so we can actually check that one for the S over D, which I don't see. And while I have you here, I flattened them out. This one looks like it could be older. And it is. It's another 1954S. So we'll double check that one as well. And I don't see anything that says S over D. And yet again, this one looks pretty old. And it is 1946 Philadelphia. No notch. Roll number 23. Our new oldest Jefferson nickel of the hunt. A 1940. And I think that's a San Francisco, unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it is, yeah. 1940S. Roll number 24 of this very busy box, and we've got a 1941 Philadelphia nickel. Same roll at a 1958 Denver. Roll 25 marks the midpoint of the box, and we already have our 31st find, which is what I would pray for in a full box hunt. So we're definitely on a hot box here with older Jeffersons. 1953 Denver this time. Roll number 26. Box is staying hot. We have three more finds that I can see at first glance. A 1957 Philadelphia, a little bit lower mintage again. We also have another 1957 Denver, pretty beat up. And then a 1959 Denver as well. Well, the box is just continuing to be hot. I just flattened out this roll, and it's like they're just letting me see the dates. We have three more finds. A 1958 Denver, a 1956 Denver, and a 1957 Denver as well. Roll number 28, our first Jefferson from 1947. 1947 San Francisco. Slightly better date as well. Not a semi-key, but lower mintage for sure. Roll number 31. Another 1958 nickel from Denver. Roll number 32 had that old nickel ender that we saw when we first opened the box. And sure enough, I flipped it around, and it's another 1946 Philadelphia. Right behind it was also another 1946 Philadelphia. I'll check those for the Henning notches and weigh them up, and if something comes of that, I'll bring it back. Otherwise, we'll get back to the hunt, and honestly, it looks like there might be at least another older nickel right here. Denver minted, 1949. Let's check that for the D over S, which I don't see. First nickel from 49 in the box. Same roll, and we've got a 1940 San Francisco again. Still the same roll, and we now have a new oldest Jefferson nickel, 1939. But just the Philadelphia, so not a key date. Let's just double check it for any doubling on the reverse. There's a nice DDR you want to look for. 1939, Philadelphia. We'll take it. Still the same roll. 1948, Philly. Saw the date and made room on the board for it. First from that year. Roll number 33 is going to have two finds. This was an ender. Had an old coin, flipped it to 1941 Philadelphia. And I can already see it again hiding back here. Another 1946. 1946, Philadelphia. No notch. Roll number 34. First nickel from 1952. A 52 Philadelphia. Roll number 35. Another 1958 nickel from Denver. Roll 36. Near the back of the roll. Another 1958 Denver nickel for the board. Roll number 37. We got a chewed up 1941 nickel. Minted in Denver. Roll number 38 might have a few more finds. We do have a 1941 Philly. And then I think we probably should just go ahead and check these on camera. Another 1941 Philly. And a 1946 Denver. And while I have here, it's a pretty nice nickel. Probably in the 70s though. No, 66. All right. Back to the hunt. 12 rolls to go. Roll number 39, and we might have another war nickel. It's a little suspicious. Figured I'd film it just in case. And it is, and it's another San Francisco. And it's in pretty nice shape. San Francisco minted. It's another 1943S. We'll take that one. Might be an upgrader for one of the books. Same roll. 1959. Denver. Roll number 40 in the box just keeps on giving. We have a couple of nickels back to back here. A 1941 Philadelphia and a 1954 Denver. Roll number 42 is going to give us probably a foreign coin. It looks like it by the edge. Figured I'd film it with you guys. And this is going to be, yeah, definitely not US. 2015, a euro, 5 cent. We'll take it. First foreign of the hunt. It's been a while since I found a euro cent or 5 cent euro for sure. Same roll as the foreign coin, and the second to the last coin of the roll is a 1954 Philadelphia. Man, it's a full board. 8 rolls left. Roll number 43. Add another 1959 to the finds. Pretty nice one. Minted in Denver. Same roll. Pretty ugly 1957 Philadelphia. And while I have you here, that one looks pretty nice. It's just going to be a 1981, but 81 Denver. But that's a pretty nice nickel. I don't think it has full steps. No, and it's got a pretty good scratch there. Man, pretty promising from the obverse, but not so much from the reverse. We'll toss it back. Roll number 44. Another nickel from 1952. And is that an S? No. 1952 Denver. Roll number 45, another 1959 Denver. Same roll, another 1957 Denver. Roll 46, 1956 Denver again. Roll number 47 has two more finds. In the front, we've got a 1954 Denver. And towards the back, peeking out, pretty nice 1952 here. And it's a San Francisco. And you know what? We have now found the 52 PD and S along with other years, both mints or all three mints. And I'm wondering if somebody emptied out a Jefferson Nickels album and kept the key dates. Either way, I'll take it. A lot of finds on the board. 3 rolls to go, plus the remainder of this one. We just grabbed roll 40 out of the box, and I took the top coin away, and then I noticed we had a couple of finds and maybe a few more. So I figured we'd hunt this one together. 1946 Philadelphia, 1953 Philadelphia, and that's a 60s. What about this one? 1947 Philadelphia, and another 1946 Philadelphia. Holy cow. There might be another one in that roll, but 4 already. I'll let you know if I find more. Roll number 49, a chewed up 1954 Denver. Same roll, a 1958 Denver as well. Well, we finished that one box hunt, and had I known it was going to have that many finds, I may not have filmed all of the 50, so I want to apologize to those that had to stick with me showing all of the finds from the one box hunt. That being said, 74 finds in that box, and actually 76 if we included the top 2, which I'll cover in a second, but really 74 finds of the type of nickels that I always pull aside when I do these hunts. A ton in the 40s and 50s, of course. I did keep a really nice 1964 Denver, and I only pulled this one out because it's toned and it is nice as well, although definitely stored improperly. 1964 Philly to go along with the Denver with some toning. We got the 5 euro cent, we got the 1939p, we got the Buffalo 1937 Philly with full horn detail, probably a high XF, maybe a low AU. We got 2 war nickels, a 1943S pretty circulated, and another 1943S with pretty nice detail for sure. I'll take that box any day of the week, and I have a lot of dates that have all 2 or 3, depending on the years minted, all of the different mints that they had. So definitely need to go through all of those finds, cull them down to the best ones, and see if we have any upgrades or additions to either of the books. Now, we know we don't have an addition to the Series 2 album because we just needed the 50D, but maybe an upgrader, and then definitely want to check against the Side Finds Jefferson book to see if we have any of those upgrades or additions as well. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this hunt. So before I compare them to the book, I culled them down to the best year and mint for every year, and I wanted to give you a quick look at them. It's the best 59D, 58D, 57P and D, 56D. We got all 3 54s, 54P, D, and S. We got the 53P and D, the 52P, D, and S. We got the 51P and D, no 50, 49D, 48P, 48P and S, all 46s, P, D, and S. Nothing in 45 or 44. We did get the 243. Nothing in 42. 41, we got P and a chewed up D. 1940, all we got was both S's, so I kept that one, and then a 39P. So as you can see by the board, a pretty good assortment. It does look like we might have got part of someone's collection in this box. Well, we had to have, because to have 74 finds, probably got a nickel dump. Now I need to go and compare them to the album, and then I'll be back with some final thoughts and a wrap up. We have finished comparing all the nickels to both albums, and unfortunately, as you know, no addition that we needed for the Series 2 books, and no upgrades, which is just a testament to how nice this book is coming along. That being said, even though we didn't have any additions or upgrades to the Series 2 album, we did have 4 upgrades to the Series 3 book, a 43S, 46S, 49D, and 56D. I'd show them, but the video's already been long. 4 upgrades Series 3 album. No additions to it, so now after that one box hunt, we're still stuck at 135 out of 136 finds for Series 2 through 92 boxes, and 59 out of 65 finds through 27 boxes for the Series 3 album. On top of all that, we got a nice buffalo nickel already in my collection and a couple of silver nickels for the silver jar. Hopefully you enjoyed this one box hunt. I know I did. Anytime you can get 74 finds in a nickel box, you can't get mad at that. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching. Another hunt that produced some more silver for the silver jar.